and it's second down.
Brandon Dunn on the tackle. Taken down back at the 23-yard line.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the counter, Ingram takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shit. He's crashing.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Nowhere to escape, and he
that
goes
right in the
down.
brain.
The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Josh Bynes leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Watson now to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. First carry for Carlos Hyde. Oh, what a juke into space. Carlos Hyde, see you later. Touchdown, Houston. Carlos Hyde, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Kendall, you done for, buddy.
Pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They run, attack Ingram. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
I guess you didn't get the joke.
They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens.
You said what?
You didn't get the joke, nigga. You talking about 10 and a
They're
half.
now on the board here in the first half.
No, nigga, I said what size are those shoes? 8 and a half wide.
Good blocking.
You trying
gets
to be
good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point. And we are
Like,
tied
I
at
just
7.
look at all these niggas and nah, them were 10 and a half. I'm looking like, oh yeah, that's my size too.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
He just got this touchdown. I just fucked up on accident. But I was looking at my phone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. It's complete to Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. And back to the ground. Hyde. 11 yards there, just like last play. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14. Ravens 7. Amy Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go. 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Jackson throwing here, complete to Boyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On first down, it's Ingram. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Kendall, where are you at, nigga?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. Business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Flushed out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and goal, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Ingram. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a fourth and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. The final shot before the break. Watson. They go screen pass to Hyde. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That shit was hard. I just hope that
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They start the drive with Hyde. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He finds Hopkins complete. Oh, he's got some... DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 78 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Benardrick McKinney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Jackson, the Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. Here comes Carter. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 57 yards. Now a run with Hyde. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They try again with Hyde. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Watson, complete here. It's Hyde.
Give me that!
Touchdown!
Give me that!
Carlos Hyde. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Texans push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Carter. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
Well, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
After the sack, you could understand him maybe being a little bit nervous back there, a little skittish, but looked awfully decisive when he took off and ran.
Very decisive and picked up that 1st down in the process. Now Jackson, flush to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson, and an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And now look at him go. The 40. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
To throw is Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Watson.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they're able to bring him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here's Jackson, and an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retake.
And it's a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Got an open man, it's QT. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Run it well, and it's picked. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Ingram. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. On third down, Jackson. And an alley to run. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And now look at this. Big gain or fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Get set. 19. 54.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 48 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
It's 43 to 23 during the 4th quarter with 4 seconds. I just beat his ass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge. And someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably should put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best.